This is how to filet crochet a sailboat part 1. I am using a diagram as my reference. So for this, we're going to start with 26 chains, and then we're going to double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. After that double crochet, we're going to chain 1, skip 1 chain, and then double crochet into the next, and then chain 1, skip 1 chain, and double crochet into the next, all the way until the end, and you should finish with 1 double crochet into the very last stitch. Filet crochet is putting designs into crochet meshes by filling the blank spaces in between, and that's why the foundation row for this diagram and the foundation row from the crochet mesh tutorial I did right before this are the exact same. Now you can watch all the way until the end, or you can go ahead and go to the comments for part 2. But if you like these kind of close-up crochet tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page, and if you have any questions, you can leave that in the comments. If I can't get to your question in words, I will make a video response. But that's it. I'll see you in part 2. This is how to filet crochet a sailboat part 3. We're on row 3, and this one is probably the easiest one. So we are going to chain 4, skip the first chain 1 space, add a double crochet on top of the first double crochet, and then add a double crochet in the chain 1 space next to it, all the way across until the last chain 1 space, and then we chain 1, skip that chain 1 space, and add a double crochet into the 3rd turning chain. So while you're watching this, I just want to talk about where I've been the last couple of days, because I post in every single video that I post stitch tutorials every single day, and I haven't been posting them, and I feel like I owe an explanation. So last week's a bit of a doozy. I had way too many homework assignments due. I waited until the last minute to do them because they're all due on Saturday. Most of them are due on Saturday. But we also had a wedding on Saturday, and because we had a wedding on Saturday, we had family come in from out of town. And I have 2 small children, and my husband was working crazy hours, so I want my children to know their family from out of town, so I took every opportunity to hang out with them. And I kept telling myself, I'll just wait until the end of the week to do my homework. I'll just knock it out real quick. It'll be fine. It wasn't fine. So on Thursday, my son had a baseball game, and after his baseball game, he decided to get sick all over my car. He didn't decide to. He, couldn't help it. But it was 8 o'clock at night, and I had to clean him up, put him to bed, and then I had to shampoo my car in the dead of night. So I was pretty tired when I woke up on Friday. And then on Friday, my dog decided to get sick all over the carpet. So I got to shampoo my carpet. And then I decided not to go visit with family on Friday, and my husband took the kids, and I knocked out some homework. And then on Saturday morning, I woke up to find out I had a 0 on that assignment because it wasn't good enough. So I had a breakdown, a complete breakdown. But the world didn't stop spinning. So I was just trying to, keep up. But I feel like I'm back on track, and I feel like I can post videos again. So part 4 will be in the comments. And if you see this video, please like and follow. This is how to filet crochet a sailboat part 4. We are on row 4 in the diagram. So to start, we're going to chain 4, turn our work, and add a double crochet into the very first double crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and add a double crochet into the next. And we're going to do that a total of 5 times. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. That's 2. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. That's 3. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. That's 4. And then one more time, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and I'm going to count to double check. And then I'm going to add a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. And then I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, and add a double crochet into the next. 3 more times, or 2 more times for a total of 3. Chain 1, skip 1, add a double crochet, 2. Chain 1, skip 1, add a double crochet, 3. And then I'm going to chain 1 and add a double crochet into the 3rd chain of my turning chain. And this is what it'll look like at the end, and I'll put part 5 in the comments. Be sure to like and follow. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 2. I'm still using my diagram for reference. We are on row 2 and I'm going to chain 4 for my turning chain, turn my work, and then I'm going to add a double crochet on top of that first double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1 and add another double crochet on top of the next double crochet. Then I'm going to add a double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and then 1 on top of the double crochet, another one into the chain 1 space, until I have a total of 15 double crochet going across. So this is 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Next, I'm going to chain 1 and skip that chain 1 space and add my next double crochet on top of the double crochet. And then I'm going to chain 1, skip 1 chain from the turning chain and add a double crochet after that skipped chain. Part 3 will be in the comments. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 5. We are on row 5 and we're going to start by chaining 4, and then we're going to turn our work and add a double crochet on top of that first double crochet. And then we'll start our first set of repeats, which is a double crochet into the chain 1 space, a double crochet on top of the next double crochet, and we're going to do that a total of 3 times. So double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the stitch, that's 2, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the stitch, and that's 3. Then we're going to add 1 double crochet into the next 2 double crochet, and then we'll start another round of repeats with a double crochet in the chain 1 space, a double crochet into the next stitch, and we're going to do that 5 times. So we're working on the second set, and then the third set, oops, and then the fourth set, so this one's 4, there we go, and the 5th set. So double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet on top of the stitch, and then we're going to chain 1 and add a double crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain, and that's it. I'll see you in part 6, which will be tagged in the comments. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 6. We are on row 6 in the diagram, and we're going to start with a chain 4, then we're going to turn our work and add a double crochet into the very first double crochet there. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and add a double crochet into the next, and then we're going to keep adding double crochets until we have a total of 15. So I'm going to put 1 more double crochet into the next 14 stitches. It'll add up to 15. I hope you're starting to see where the diagram gets turned into stitches, and then at the end I included the pattern notes, of course. But I have not been consistent in the pattern at the end. Normally when you have a pattern, you would have the same language, I guess, throughout. And excuse my voice, I'm starting to lose it because I'm having another allergy attack. Long story. But I've been trying to be a little bit more inconsistent so that you can see that even though something may be written differently, it is still, the concepts are still the same. Because unfortunately, there is a lot, I don't know if it's unfortunately, but there is a lot of leeway between how designers can write their patterns. But here we're going to chain 1 and then we're going to skip one, add a double crochet into the next. Then we're going to chain one and add our last double crochet into the third chain of our previous turning chain. And that's it for row 6. Part 7 will be tagged in the comments. And this is how to Filet Crochet a Sailboat Part 7. We're going to start with a chain 4. Then we are going to double crochet into the first double crochet. Then we are going to chain 1 and put a double crochet on top of the next double crochet right there. And then we're going to double crochet once into the next 12 stitches for a total of 13 double crochet. And that's 3, 4, 5. I don't know if you guys like stories while we're doing this or if you want me to count. I'm assuming that maybe you're doing this with me. So that's why I've been counting. I lost count now though. Yikes. But you just need a total of 13. Whoops. And then we are going to chain 1, skip 1. Well, we're not there yet. So we're still double crocheting. Yada, yada, yada. And still a couple more to go. I don't know any stories. I could tell. Oh, there we go. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. There we go. And then we're going to, there we go. Chain 1, double crochet into the top of the next double crochet. And then chain 1, and we're going to double crochet into the third chain of the previous turning chain. And that's it for row 7. I'll see you in part 8, and be sure to like and follow. This is how to Filet Crochet a Sailboat, part 8. We're on row 8. We're almost done. So, and then I can move on with my life. But we're going to start with a chain 4. Then we're going to turn our work and add a double crochet on top of the next double crochet. After that, we're going to chain 1 and add a double crochet on top of the next double crochet 2 more times. So that's 1 and that's 2. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 1 double crochet right there, and then add another double crochet, of course. And then we're going to add 1 double crochet into the next 8 stitches for a total of 9 double crochet in that little sequence. So that one's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's when I do one too many, but I'm going to pull that one out in just a second. There we go. So next we're going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and add a double crochet into the next, and then we're going to chain 1 and add our double crochet on top of the next double crochet, meaning we're skipping that chain 1 space. And then we're going to chain 1 and add a double crochet into the third chain of the previous turning chain. And that's what it looks like. See you in part 9. This is how to Filet Crochet a Sailboat, part 9. We are on row 9, and we are going to start the row with a chain 4 for our turning chain. Then we're going to turn our work like the page in a book and double crochet on top of that first double crochet. Then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet on top of the next double crochet. And we're going to do that one more time. Chain 1, double crochet on top of the next double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet once into the next 6 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for a total of 7 in that sequence. I'm doing one extra here, but I'm about to pull that one out because it doesn't, the count's off. So then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. Then we're going to chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet 3 more times. So after this 2 more times, double crochet here. So that's a second. Chain 1, double crochet into the next. That's the third. and then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain, and then I'm going to put part 10 in the comments, and I'll see you there. Be sure to like and follow. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 10. We are on row 10 in the diagram right up top, and row 11 is actually going to, no it's not going to be the same. But we're going to chain 4, then we're going to turn our work, and we are going to double crochet into that first double crochet, and then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next double crochet 4 more times. So after this 3, so chain 1 double crochet, that's 2, chain 1 double crochet, that's 3, and then chain 1 and double crochet, that's 4. Then we're going to chain 1 and skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next, and then no chains, double crochet once into the next 2 double crochet for a total of 3 in that sequence. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 1 double crochet, and then put a double crochet into the next, chain 1 and put a double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, and then chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain of our previous turning chain. And that's it. Part 11 will be in the comments, and be sure to like and follow. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 11. We are on row 11 in the diagram right there at the very top. So we're going to chain 4, and then we're going to add our first double crochet into the top of that first double crochet, and then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next, that's 1, chain 1 and double crochet into the next, that's 2, chain 1 and double crochet into the next, that's 3. Then we're going to double crochet once into the next 2 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, that's 1, chain 1, double crochet into the next, that's 2, chain 1, double crochet into the next, that's 3, chain 1, double crochet into the next, that's 4, and then chain 1, double crochet into the next, that's 5, and then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain, and I'll see you in part 12. It'll be tagged in the comments, and be sure to like and follow. This is how to fillet crochet a sailboat part 12. We have made it to the end. Okay, so in my diagram, I have 2 rows of this, but I actually only made 1 row because I thought it was a little bit more even with the first row, because the first row is just mesh. And so I thought if I have 1 row of mesh on the very bottom for my foundation row, and then I have 2 rows of mesh up top, that was going to bother me. So I have the written notes for row 13 if you want to add another row of mesh at the end of this video. But if you don't and want to just keep it there, we're just going to put a double crochet on top of each double crochet and a chain 1 space in between, and you've made it. At this point, congratulations. I appreciate you hanging out. If there is a design that you would like to see, I know there's a lot of diagrams out there on the internet. If you'd like to have a video tutorial on it, you can request that in the comments and I'll add it to my list of videos to film. I've got just a few more videos before I start doing only requests. So, but be sure to like and follow if you like close-up stitch tutorials. I post them every single day. Bye!